Grand Rising. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Whatever it is to and for you. So I'm going to make an announcement. Maybe. Or I'll wait. Happy Sunday, Hood TMC Podcast. What's going on, honey? So if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you're returning to my channel, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you. Your love, support, like, shares, comments, subscriptions, memberships, gifts, super chats, and all of that. You are very much appreciated over here. Okay. Y'all, I took a few days. Okay. Took a few days. It initially started, me taking a few days initially started because we had a blackout where in my area we had a power outage, rather, not a blackout, but in my neighborhood. So just to kind of keep my devices flowing and going and to what I needed them to be so I could still do my other work, I just didn't go live. Okay. But it started with that, and then it turned into a little reflection, self-reflection. It was quite, I told my kids it was the best. It was the best power outage I've ever had. Ever. Ever. Okay. And not only did I get to take the time and like clean my house and cleanse my space, I also took, and the power went out. My kids, they so goofy. The power went out Friday, which was the 13th, right? So I tell y'all, if you not new here, you know, Friday the 13th thing, that don't scare me. It don't bother me one bit. None, okay? Because I know what that means. You know, that's a day for you to show, and I explained this the last Friday of the 13th. That's the day for you to show your ancestors, the women in your lineage, recognition, gratitude. That's what that means. That's what that's for. But, you know, of course, it was turned into something horrific because of people's own personal bias and what they don't know, their lack of knowledge. So, like anything else, they turn it into something that is evil, hateful, and that's not what it is. It's actually a day for exactly what I told you. So, all things considered, I said, okay. Because I was already in the process of doing my gratitude prayers and meditations. So, hello, Jada Owens. I was already in the process of doing my gratitude, my prayers, and all of that stuff. So, I was like, oh, this is perfect. All the power went out. It was perfect. It was perfect for me, you know. Some other people might have felt, you know, bothered by it, but it was perfect for me. Um, Cold feet, I ain't never in my life. Stop being so hateful and getting on other people's platforms being hateful. Go learn something somewhere, okay? Yeah. Whew. It's always somebody. Anywho. Hello, Wesley. Oh, yeah, we gonna go ahead and clear out all them. I ain't gotta say nothing. I ain't gotta say a word. I'm gonna leave it right there. So if you are new here and you don't know, all that I ask is that you keep it respectful. Don't disrespect anyone in my chat. Don't disrespect anyone in my channel. Certainly not me, because I send shit back, okay? I don't want you to think for a second that you're going to get away with your disrespect or your foul behavior. In no way, no shape, no form, no fashion, all right? I just want you to know that. Wesley, do what you do, honey. I wouldn't give a shit. Not none, okay? Have a blessed day in the process. Tell them I said hello. Anywho, um, yeah, I don't want you to think for a second that it's going to be okay for you to come over here and be disrespectful on my platform. Because we don't do that. That's not the space for this, for that type of behavior. This ain't the space for it, okay? Not the space for it at all. Hey, Linda from Denver. I remember you from the other day. Thank you, Jada. I appreciate you, honey. So, yeah, I'm very overprotective about my collective, and I'm certainly overprotective about myself. So please just don't think that you can come over here and spread any of that low vibrational negativity or your hates in any type of way. Okay? Okay. And if you do feel the need to want to project anything low vibrational or negative, just please understand and know that it is going to be sent back your way. It is definitely sent back your way swiftly. No hesitation. I ain't gonna say another word about it. This is gonna be my introduction from now on, just so people will know. And that's your heads up. That's your one and only warning that you're gonna get. I'm not gonna argue and debate about it or anything else with you. I will block you. Or I'm just gonna hide you from my channel. Either which way, you will receive your return, okay? That's your request. So if I were you, I would just keep it respectful or go about your day, okay? If you like to be blessed and you like your blessings, flow about your day in a positive way. Don't come over here with that low vibrational negative nothing, because it's going to be returned. Alrighty? Okay. So, yeah. Oh, I still got my prayer beads on my hand, baby. Listen. It's been one of them weeks. So, yeah. So, y'all, let me tell y'all something that happened to me this past week. Thursday night, to be specific, right? I was up Thursday night pretty late. Y'all know I spent the last few weeks working my butt off on my website and rebuilding, rebranding, redoing things, okay? So Thursday night, I was up. For like, just couldn't figure out why I was up. I was up though, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking and I'm praying. You hear the sirens? Yeah, they do. Somebody gonna get their get back for sure. Anywho, so I was laying there and then my printer started going off. My printer started lighting up and going off and making all types of noises, and I bust out laughing because my intuition works. I'm a little gifted, so I don't mind. I'm listening. I'm like, okay, okay. The wind pick up. I'm listening. I'm just laying there listening. So Friday, the 12th was Thursday. Friday was the 13th, and it happened again. Friday night, um, Friday evening rather, because the power went out at 9 p.m. exactly. And me and my daughter both we said that wasn't a regular power outage. It wasn't. You cannot tell me that was a regular power outage. And the power was out for about 20 hours. So it didn't feel normal. It didn't feel like a regular outage. And the power in the neighborhood it's went out before, but it usually is back on like within hours. So then a news clipping pops up about a semi truck crashing, hitting a power line. I don't know, something like that, but knocked out the power on expressways and blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. And a roof on the school blew off and some other stuff. So I'm just like, interesting. So all things considered, I was like, this is really something. For all of this, and the timing of everything was just like perfect for me for my own reasons that I'm not going to say. But the timing of all of it was just so perfect. So I was able to just chill, sit back, relax, do some introspective, some reflecting, and I enjoyed every bit of it. So when we was with dealing with the power outage, I um I had a moment of realization where I'm like, why am I not like, I couldn't figure out why I wasn't like, people be like in panic mode, and it's just be chaos. And I couldn't feel none of that. None of it. Now, Thursday though, Thursday morning when I woke up, I felt like I had woke up and something was being pulled off of me. And it was just crazy. But I didn't say nothing. I did our video Thursday, Friday morning. I did the video and everything. I didn't say nothing. But I felt like something was being pulled off of me. Almost like you coming up, if you've ever had spell work done on you and you can feel it. You can feel it, You can feel it. Your skin feels a certain way. Your your thought processing is a certain way. Things are a certain way. You'll know. So it was almost like I was being pulled up out of an illusion. And it took me back to that dream I had earlier last week, when I mentioned it was like I was time traveling in the dream. And it was right after I painted this picture that I named Mirroring Souls. So it was right after I painted that picture. So I'm like, that's interesting. So I said, okay, I'm thinking about all this stuff and I'm just taking it in, taking it in. Friday, I do my gratitude, my prayers, and all of that. And I'll go to bed like regular, go to bed, just go to bed. I did have a conversation with someone, um, it was a long, decent, but good conversation. And while we speaking, I'm listening to what he's saying. And this was Friday. This was Friday evening or Friday night. And I'm listening to what he's saying, and it's like, oh man, all of this stuff and the timing of all this stuff, it wasn't for no reason. So I mentioned over on members. Okay, Terry. Yeah. I mentioned over on members last week that I had prayed about me doing messages again. Prayed on it, asked for clarity on it. I received the clarity 2 weeks ago. And I still just didn't, but I received another confirmation the other day, Friday night. And then I received another confirmation yesterday, right when the power came back on. Is what was so crazy. Right when the power came back on. Money on the beat. What's going on, honey? So, it was interesting. So when I was just setting up to get on here, I got a message from a friend, and the only part of the message that I seen was awake to your identity. Awake to your identity. And I promise y'all, seconds before that, I wrote it down. But seconds before that, I had wrote down in part of my downloads that I had got, I had wrote this. Things happening seem coincidental, but it's not coincidence. And coincidence does not exist. A shift in energy is causing an awakening, like an activation. That's what I wrote down. That was the download I received. So it wasn't even 2 minutes later that I received that text, and the beginning of the text said, "Awake to your identity." The message I received yesterday was in regards to something similar, in regards to identity. Okay. And I told y'all earlier this year that this year would be about you being authentically who you were created to be, walking fully in your authenticity. Okay. It matters that you do. Okay. Be who you are, be who you were created to be. Be you. You. No one else. You. Okay? So, okay, thank you, honey. I appreciate it. What E-Money said. So, if you are not on members and you don't know, I have been giving messages over in members. I have. So if you're not there, you've been missing out. Okay, go join us on members. Okay. Um, However, today I was guided to do an and first this morning when I woke up and my son was like, "Mom, what's wrong?" I said, "Ain't nothing wrong." I said, "It do feel weird though, like the energy feel weird." And I was talking to my 18-year-old son about it. It's like a energy shift, but I know I ain't the only person that can feel the shift in energy, right? And I read energy. Like a lot of people read cards. I ain't never needed a card to read a person down, up, sideways, or around. Do you hear me? I'm great at reading energy, filling out energy. I can read a room that is completely silent without a person speaking a word. Do you hear me? So I told my son, I said, it's just something about the energy, and it's like an energy shift. But my son, who is also spiritually connected, he has been, going through some things, and it keeps giving me activation and awakening, right? So this is not something, it's not something that I'm new to. It's not something that I'm unfamiliar with, not at all. Like I tell y'all, I done had my channel over 5 years, and even when you can feel the energy shift for sure, yes. So I even with me doing readings years ago and up until the point where I stopped doing readings last year, it was just like a shift in the energy. Like I can feel the energy shifts. Like I listen, I don't care to explain the stuff that I feel because you can't explain it. Those who get it, get it. Those who don't, don't. Those who understand it, they understand it because they also know the shift in energy and how it works. Everyone does not, though. And I have noticed with me transitioning from one thing to another. Um, Nope, eat money only over here. That's it. I did check my description because I did create a Patreon community for us. That I did do. So it is free for you to join my Patreon community as of right now. It will not be. I'm gonna give you that heads up. It will not be, but it is free for you to join the Patreon community now. Um, and I'm gonna tell you something I did. When I first launched my website, my taxes and stuff is the tax is included in the prices of the items on my website, the products that I create. It's included on my website, right? But I was offering free shipping for the last week, 7 days. I offered free shipping wherever. It didn't matter, international, it didn't matter. It was free shipping offered on my website. You would have only known if you would have went over there and looked at it and placed your order. So some knew, some didn't know. So as of right now, the shipping cost is on there. So when I launch things and I do things, I do it a certain way, very intentional. And I do it as I'm guided to do it per my ancestors. Whatever God and my ancestors say, that's what we do. Okay, so if you didn't catch the free shipping, I don't know what to tell you, baby. But the tax is included in the prices. So you won't see tax costs pop up, a no hidden fee, none of that. None of that. You just gotta go see, okay? But like I said, the Patreon community right now, it is free. It will not be free. It's free right now. Okay? So you better get in where you fit in while you can get there. Okay? For free. Because it won't stay that way. Just make that clear. Okay? Now, all in all, so while the power outage was going on, I was still working. I was at home working on my website, working on my products, working on other stuff, working. Okay, so if you know, you know. I do what I do. I'm gonna get the job done. It's just what it is. But anywho, this morning I was guided to release to my members. It's only available to my members. I released a whole bunch, maybe 200. I released about 200 messages that I did over the course of the last few years. So, uh, was it last week or the week before last? I was guided to release the messages that I had did within the last 2 years. And then I said that might change because I felt like that I would be guided to change it. So what I did do this morning was release the messages that I did within the last 4 years. So those are available in members, okay? Those are available in members. I didn't release all of them yet. I'm in the process of still doing it, but I have to take a break because I don't, the screen thing and all that, I don't do that. I gotta, my eyes, my mind, I'm not created for screen activity. uh-uh. And even the screen y'all see me on is dark. Like it's dark on my end. I don't know how y'all end maybe a little lighter. It's dark on my end because I ain't with all that. Hey Laura, I'm great, honey. How your day going? He said, get it while it's hot. Because he said, get it while it's hot because once it's scorching, it's gonna be too late. I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling y'all now. I'm just telling you. But nonetheless, I did open those messages up that I did within the last 4 years. And yes, some of them have tarot in it. So if you're not a fan of tarot, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't care. It ain't my business. Okay? Some of them don't. The messages that are on my channel that say sets and series of messages, none of those have tarot. Anything done after those, they don't have tarot. Okay? So, FYI, the on a positive note messages, they don't have tarot. FYI, okay? So, go enjoy you something. Everything I do is timeless, though, because why? Energy is fluid and time doesn't exist. The only time that exists is God's time, divine time. So, Okay, this FYI. Now, if you come across a message that was done, say like we in March right now, okay? If mid-March. So if you come across a message that was done in March, watch it. You may have messages there that may resonate with you now in current energy because they are timeless. Okay, so it all depends on your timeline and where you are on your timeline. So just please remember to take what resonates, leave the rest for whomever it's for. Okay. Also, so if you are new here and you don't know, I used to always pick up on names. I was always given names, and I used to do messages in regards to the names that I would get. Um, Sometimes I would get names through my dream state. I got some names to give today too, so I'm gonna give those. But sometimes I would get names through my dream state, names that just come to me. Um, and these could be your name, first, last, middle, passed on loved ones, your ancestors. 9 out of 10 is the passed on loved one and your ancestors. Okay, so I also released those. Okay, the name messages and stuff, I released those as well. Um, if there was any cards involved in me giving any of those messages, sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't. I don't always use cards to give messages because, you know, it's just flow like that sometimes. So, yeah. All right. So those are also open and available. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate you. Marcel Powell. That is so crazy. Cause thank you. I appreciate you. I was getting ready to say, I was getting ready to say the names I got to give that I wrote down. Marcel was one of those names. I'm gonna tell y'all these names: Marcel, Marcy, Mary, Vivian, Crystal, and Valerie. Um, yeah, the letter M, L, and K. Them could be somebody first, last, or middle names. Okay. You could have a message in the messages that I'm getting ready to give. I was guided to do these publicly for whatever reason. Okay. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out together. I'm going to give the positive affirmation for today right now on this video, and then I'm going to close this video out and get back on and do the all signs message that I'm supposed to give, okay, publicly, and it'll be all zodiac signs, okay, message. I haven't did one of those in a really long time. I've been doing them. I was doing them individually before I stopped doing the messages. So, and those are in the sets and series of messages. Some of them are over in the video section on my channel. And those are also timeless. But either which way it goes or flows, look around, okay? Join members. That's where most of these messages will be. As I'm guided, when I'm guided, I will do them publicly. Yes, I know some people are going to have a problem with that. I really don't care. It's not my business. It's not my place to care. Okay, you got to take it up with God and my ancestors, and I doubt that you would stand a chance. But by all means, you could try. Okay? But I'm going to do what I'm guided to do, like always. That's it. That's it. Okay. Those are the names. So what I'm going to get a positive affirmation, and I'm going to close this out and start the other live. And I'm going to get the names and all the rest of these messages that I was guided to give. Okay? That's going to go with that all signs message I'm being guided to give. So let's see what the positive affirmation is for today. And if you missed the beginning, Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because I'm gonna break it down, put it in the shorts. Yeah, because I'm really tired of people thinking they can play in my energy for whatever reason. And some been doing it for so long, and then others just new to it and think that it's okay. But baby, the backfires be backfiring. And then that's not my fault. If you receive a backfire because you tried to do something that you ain't had no business doing to me or my children. Should have loved yourself, okay? So, nonetheless, let's go. Let's get the positive affirmation for today. Spontaneity. Determination at the top. What did we just say? Early in the beginning of the video. Be yourself. Your authenticity. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's when this shift happens in regards to people, you're going to have to stand on who you are. I'm telling you. You're going to have to stand on who you are as an individual. Embrace who you are as an individual. Know who you are as an individual. If you don't know who you are, get to know yourself. Quit telling people quit letting people tell you who you are. Quit letting people tell you who you are and get to know yourself for yourself, within yourself. Go on, tap into that God light. Okay? It says, living a life of strict routine can become predictable and repetitive. Sometimes it pays to do things on the spur of the moment, to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the unexpected. Being spontaneous can help us find new experiences and is also an important asset when faced with split-second decisions. Okay, the affirmation is, I am ready for anything. I will not let routine deprive me of new experiences. Determination was at the top. I just felt like I needed to remind somebody, okay? Don't miss out on new experiences doing things that are not for you. Don't miss out on new experiences being scared, being fearful. Don't miss out. Don't miss out on what's for you. We just talked about that the other day. Because you can certainly miss out on what's for you by not taking the steps, by not taking that leap, by not moving forward, by not taking action. You can certainly miss out on what's for you. So just keep that in mind, okay? All right now. All right now. Hey, Norma. I'm very comfortable. Listen, I didn't feel like doing nothing. And had my son not said, Ma, at least brush your hair up, my hair wouldn't be brushed up. I'm talking about, I felt so comfortable this morning. And it was like, you ever felt like you just reconnected with yourself? Now, let me tell y'all about alignment, right? You can align with other things and you can realign with yourself. So just know that you can realign with yourself, reposition yourself. Okay. Ways you can also redefine yourself by realigning yourself with self. Okay. And you do that just by learning and knowing who you are as an individual. Okay. Allow you to stand out as the individual you are. Because I'm telling you, when you realize you've been caught up in the illusion of others, doing things according to others, doing things, I'm going to give y'all an example. Last year when I stopped doing readings, because I didn't want nobody to feel bad. I didn't want nobody to feel like I was anything I was saying was directed towards them at my job through my work. Okay. So me trying to consider everyone and then later no one considering me, and then a bunch of people trying to not only spiritually attack me, but try to place blame on me in regards to things I didn't do. All of those shots that I took while I was doing readings and doing tarot and doing this and doing that, all them shots I took, then I was still taking them shots when I wasn't doing messages. I was still taking them shots and them hits when I wasn't doing readings. And I've learned, and what I awakened to over the last few days, it does not matter what I've done within the last 6 years to move forward through my spiritual journey and on this path that I chose. There's always someone that think they can come in and try to rearrange my life for the worse. There's always someone that thinks they can come in and try to shift my energy in a way that it'll break me down. But what I learned that people don't know about me, and they tend to never realize about me until much later or until it's too late, you can't. If that happens, it's going to be because of what I do or don't do. It's not going to be because of what someone else does or does not do. Okay? So me already knowing this, and I put myself in situations to just test the waters and see what people gonna do, how people gonna act. Are they gonna treat me like I deserve to be treated, or are they gonna try to play with me or manipulate something or try to tear me down in some type of way? I watch people and I pay attention to these things, and I do it for a reason. God don't send me in no room for no reason. I'm not guided to accept certain things and be a part of certain things for no reason. I know that though. And I've been knowing that for years. Other people don't know it. So when other people cross my path, they feel like, oh, she another one we can try. She another one we can manipulate her energy or use her energy or misuse her energy or try to misplace her energy. She is not though. She not. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. It's dangerous playing with me. It's dangerous playing in my energy. It's dangerous. I've been saying that for years. It's a lot of people that fucked around and found out. You can't play in my energy. You cannot play with me in no way, shape, form, or fashion. And I will allow you to think you can, so you can fuck around and find out. And I don't have to do anything. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to talk to my ancestors and I'm going to talk to God about it. Then I'm going to speak with my higher self so I can realign and do what I'm supposed to be doing and what they asking me to do and what they need me to do. Because I work for God and my ancestors first. I say that all the time. And I don't back down on it. I stand on that. I'm a forever stand on that. Because when nobody around, and when I was around several people that could have helped me, could have lended a hand, could have changed my situation for the better. They could have did this, could have did that, should have did this, didn't do shit. I did it myself with the guidance of God and my ancestors. So for that reason, and that reason alone, I will forever work for my ancestors and God first. Nobody else. Ain't nobody else that important. And nobody else will get that glory or that praise but them. Mm-hmm. So, if ever you are offended by what I do, that's a you problem. It's not my problem. Don't have nothing to do with me. Aria, peace and blessings, my love. No go. I ain't even see you. How you doing, honey? All them hearts. Chantree. Oh, no, you're not. Don't say that. Don't say that, honey. Your day gonna get better. And thank you. I appreciate you. So, if you missed the announcement, I'm we back at it. That's what I just heard, Lord. So that's what's going on, okay? And then it's gonna be under that table. Then it's gonna be some people that say, well, you're welcome. It's gonna be some people that say, oh well, why would you do that? And why would you, that's not my problem. And it's not my place or position to answer those type of questions. Okay? You're gonna have to talk to God about it. Talk to my ancestors about it. I doubt that you'll get a response. But, you know, I'm going to do what I was guided to do, how I was guided to do it. So today, after I end this video, I'm going to start another video, like I said, and I'm going to do an all signs message. Kind of how I used to do it before. But, you know, I assume it'll be better because my energy ain't the same as before. And before, when I did the all signs message, 9 out of 10, I was probably smoking weed and praying and before, you know, and my energy ain't the same. So, you know, yeah. So, and that's just me being honest and transparent because, you know, I can't expect y'all to be honest and be real with y'all self if I'm not the same. We don't do fake over here. Fake ain't what's happening. It ain't gonna be no fake, none of that. So, happy Sunday, I-90 West. What's going on, honey? So what I am going to do is what I was guided to do. If you missed the memo, go catch the beginning of the video. Okay. Like I said, I released about 200 messages earlier that I've done going back to 4 years ago on my channel. And if you watch the videos from 4 years ago up until a week ago, you'll see the difference in the shift in my energy. If I could see it, I know y'all can see it. But you'll see the difference in the shift in my energy. Okay. No, I don't smoke. I damn sure don't drink. So we been not drinking. That's been done. But smoking weed, none of that. I don't do none of that. So it ain't did nothing but give me a little more clarity, you know, help me be a little more tapped in, ascended me a little higher. That's what it did for me. So if you are someone who gives messages, divine messages, I would advise you to take the time to do some healing work so that you can release that energy of smoking or drinking. Use your vessel, but use it clearly. Clean it. Use it clean. Okay? Use it clean. Don't use it dirty. Don't use it toxic. If you're going to use your vessel, use it clean. Okay? Andrew, what's going on? My weekend been good, honey. Thank you for asking. So, I'll see y'all in a minute. I'm getting ready to end this live. And I'm coming right back. I'm not going to give me about 3 minutes. And I'm coming right back. I released those messages over in members. The messages over the last 4 years, going back to 4 years ago. I released those in members. So those are only available to my members. I was guided to do an all signs message. So I am getting ready to do an all signs message. Okay. What else? That's pretty much it. I will be going back to doing the sets and series of messages. So those will continue from wherever they stopped. but that will be happening over on members. Okay. And as I'm guided, I'll give whatever messages I'm guided to give. I was definitely guided to do the all signs message publicly. So I am getting ready to do that publicly. Okay. So, okay. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Okay. Say no to drugs, baby. Drugs and alcohol. Just did it. Just cold turkey, baby. I'm telling you, you can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it. Cold turkey. Do it cold turkey. Just cold turkey. Because that's how I did it. Cold turkey. When you in tune with your body and you can hear your body speaking to you, you can feel your body speaking to you, you a cold turkey anything. I'm telling you. You a anything can go. I'll see y'all in a minute. I love y'all. Be blessed, nothing less. I appreciate y'all. And we're going to talk about all the rest of this and these messages and downloads in a second. Give me about 2 minutes. I'll be right back.